What is going on YouTube? Lamont at large. Today we are at the Woodlawn Cemetery here in Deshler, Ohio. One of the very first stones that I noticed as I was coming into the cemetery is the Wensink grave. This is Xavier Michael and Aiden Adolfo Wensink. They're brothers, 14 years old and 17 years old. They died in a car accident on March 21st, 2018. They went to Patrick Henry High School, which is, I want to guess, about 3 or 4 miles down this very road, and they crashed into some kind of a retention pond or something. And when somebody found their car, the car was upside down in the water, and that is how they tragically died. And you got their picture right there. Yeah, very, I see a lot of these young kids and, the needless deaths and the accidents and stuff like that. Very heartbreaking. Vicki Lynn Spangler was only 12 years old when she died on October 1st, 1970. She was on the riding mower of her family's home, and it overturned on her, killing her in that accident. And she's buried next to her brother, Jonathan. And that's her sister, Laura, to her right. And her parents, Harley and Patricia, right here, and the grandparents, Nelson and Buela, right over there. This is Keith Allen Walker, March 10th, 1945 to May 16th, 1960. This kid died in a very unusual way. As a matter of fact, of all the cemeteries that I've been to, I don't believe I remember off the top of my head somebody dying in an exact way as Keith did. So he was playing baseball up in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and he played outfield. When the opposing team hit a fly ball out into right or center field, him and another kid, they were calling for the ball, that they were going to catch it, and they both ran into each other. Now, I don't know how this happened, but he ended up suffering a brain injury from colliding with that kid, or maybe he, when he collided with the kid, he felt unconscious and he hit the ground and he bumped his head, whatever the case might be. That's how he died. This almost sounds, there is a similar story about, I think, Ray Chapman, who's the only guy to ever die during a professional baseball game. I did a video about him a while ago on my other channel. Like this stone right here. Check that picture out. It's pretty cool. This is another strange death right here. This kid is living in North Baltimore, which is probably about 25 minutes away from here. He steps on a rusty nail, and from that, he developed lockjaw, and that is how he died. I don't believe, yet again, and this is really strange, I don't believe that I've ever seen that in a newspaper printed that I read on this channel. Just very strange indeed, and that's why I always say, thank God that you guys live today in a time where we have modern medicine. Maybe we can't cure everything, and maybe one day people will be talking about us that, they have a cure for cancer, they have a cure for this, a cure for that, but yeah, just very strange, very strange. This looks like a prototypical case of one husband dying right after the wife. He lasted about 6 days. I told myself that I was gonna only give an hour at the cemetery before I leave, and the sun is slowly starting to set, and you know what that means. And it's already been just about 45 minutes, so I'm gonna continue on a little bit further. Let's see what we can find. I actually seen a couple graves over there when I was driving earlier that I wanted to show you. He was killed in Germany during World War II. This is Frank Quiroga, March 10th, 1952 to May 9th, 1970. He was a passenger in his friend's car. And it looks like, from what I gathered, that his friend tried to beat the train and they didn't make it. The driver survived, and Frank here had to pay the price. I just wanted to stop by and check out this grave really quickly. This is what I wanted to show you. I like how you got the window pane in the rainbow colors in effect right here. Very colorful grave, and simply just stopping by to show you. This was probably the grave that caught my eye the most here at the cemetery, other than those two kids who died in the car accident, the brothers. Okay, guys, that's about an hour and 12 minutes. I think I failed at this video. This video did not come out the way I had envisioned it. I'm thinking more along the lines of when I want to explore a cemetery. I'm wanting a cemetery that has more older graves, and I ended up doing kind of what I do on Faces in Death. And also, I just didn't have enough time to really do what I wanted to do. Normally, if I really wanted to do what I want to do, I'd have to be here at least 3 hours. So hour and 12, 13 minutes, whatever. But anyways, I think you guys kind of got the gist of what I want to do. Not necessarily talking stories about how they died, but maybe a little bit, but just more of like showing different stones. I know I don't show a lot in, most of my other videos from the other channel. So we'll try again next time. And I think what I'll do is I'll pick more of a older / historical cemetery. And it'll be a video more about showing the graves and the architecture on the grounds, instead of, talking about the stories of how they died, but maybe I'll mix it in. I don't know. We got to practice that and figure out how we're going to do those videos. I was looking for a grave of a woman that died in a weird way, but I was not able to find it. I'm sure she does have a grave somewhere in the cemetery. I just gotta go because my enemy, the time, is upon my shoulders and I must depart. But you never know. Maybe one day I'll come back to this cemetery and we'll try it again. Live, but not live, still alive by the grace of God. Lamont at large, fascinating graveyard. At the end of the day, it's all the same. Catch up with you in the next video. Peace out.